And so we reach a fork in the road Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, that's nice. Can he get it through? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Rafinha. Oh, this is a very good run. Oh, that's neat. Oh, good-looking ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, someone I really like, Peter, is Lautaro Martinez. The graft, the energy, the dynamism, he's got all those properties we expect from South America.
Chance! They've got to be quick to recover this. João Neves.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
João Neves. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And here's Rashford. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Dyer. Now it's Rafinha. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. So we're still where we started right now. And it's Kane. Rafinha. Good purposeful running this. Rafinha! Kane. João Neves. Merino. Now it's Rashford. Now it's Rafinha. And he skips past his man. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Lazio are looking to go forward now. Hakimi, Yamal, Rafinha, showing good feet, he's cut it out, Kane, Pavard, knocks it out wide, Nuno Mendes with the cross. Just couldn't turn it in.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Up he goes! That was superb goalkeeping.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. And he was quick to react. Ibanez. Alexander-Arnold. Martinez. Now it's Rashford. He's played it back. He's in plenty of space here. Rafinha! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Hakimi. A heavy challenge. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Ibanez. Shiotani. And it's Shiotani.
There will be 1 minute.
Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed.
Hello,
A tight affair, 0-0 at the break.
A happy wedding anniversary.
So your views
for
on the
one of our
first half?
fan club members.
Lazio have been playing relatively well from what I've witnessed. Good movement, and the ball retention has been quite strong, and it's led to a few chances. It's just that cutting edge that's lacking at the moment, and it's fixable.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we're underway again. So the first half brought no goals. Messi. He's found a way through. And he's been shifted off it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rice. And Pavard. Yamal might just make this. Pavard. And that could set him on his way. Rafinha. Merino. And here's Rashford. Strokes it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Rafinha. Now it's Kane. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. João Neves. Lovely bit of skill. And they're quick to press. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Foot in. Goes down, but nothing given. Yamal. Played towards the other side.
For this match was 72,306.
Rashford. Well read, and the danger is averted. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And that's a superb pass. That's going to go a long way. And it's been taken short. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's gone for goal! Goalkeeper's ball. Alexander-Arnold.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Decent hit! They've scored! And that is the goal we've all been yearning for. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Dyer. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Rice.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
And it's Rashford.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's got full. Now, who's going to be first to this? Kane. Some resolute defending there. Couldn't squeeze it through. Rashford. Lazio are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
And here's Lautaro. And Martinez! João Neves. And it's Messi. Now it's Rashford. Rafinha. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Rice with the short one.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Pavard. And that's that. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show. So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. The Eternal City embraces this massive sea of blue which has flooded across the Olympico. It's hard to convince yourself there's another team involved. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Oh, it's Immobile. It's Immobile! Denied by an instinctive save.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Inter Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Terrific header! It's a loose ball. Lazio are looking to go forward now. Barella. Baresi. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? It's their second corner of the game. And now a sudden chance to counter. Zaccagni. Oh, red. Nice interception. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Italy is the country of great defenders, Peter, and this fella, Alessandro Bastoni, looks very much in line to be its latest representative. I mean, being an Italian defender, we all know he's very much from the school of no-nonsense, but I really like his technique, and again, he's one of these centre-backs or defenders who can get his head up and just pick out a wonderful pass, 40, 50, 60 yards.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Barella. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now there's he's had a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Martinez has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Busai. Lazio, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Zaccagni. Nuno Tavares.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Keeper sees it all the way.
Inter clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always...
He's one-on-one! And the shot! Goal! Inter! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this should have...
Big chance! One-on-one! Mario Gila with the clearance. Bastoni. Martinez! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped. Lazio really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Some really good ball movement. Mario Gila is there and he can get that clear. Zaccagni. Guendouzi. Now Romagnoli. And it's been given away. He's had a hit! And it's in! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Well, there was to be no other outcome. So that's two now without reply.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Has a look and plays it forward. Well timed, excellent interception. Guendouzi. Castellanos. That's a shade optimistic. Stefan de Vrij. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? And here's Lautaro Martinez. And that's a good ball. Luis Alberto! Inter Milan have their third corner. Tries a header! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Half-time getting close now. He's had it taken off him. Gets his pass away. Played back in. Provedel can claim that. Husai. Vecino. Marusic. Castellanos. Oh, a delicate chip through.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Dybala. He's looking to set free a runner. Great hit! And more, and more, and more! And they're at it again, in double quick time!
The invitation was received with such a clever run.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the contrast in fortunes here could not be much more stark. All smiles on one side, their qualities have shone through. But look across the other way, and there is nothing short of absolute deflation. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Lazio now need to set about their task very professionally. If they do, then the chances will come, and from there, the focus will zoom in on their finishing.
Costa Curta. Luis Alberto. It's a good spell of possession, this. Dia. It's a sweet ball, that. Costa Curta. And Dybala. Bastoni. Oh, that's well spotted. Stefan de Vrij. And it's Dybala. Now it's Martinez. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And Martinez! Keeper gets just about enough of it.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
So their fourth corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. It's Immobile. Nicely intercepted.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to...
Tries a shot! He has done it! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
As it... Martinez! It's a goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Another one! This must be his personal high. It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Calhanoglu. Bastoni. Now Costa Curta. Luis Alberto. That has ended up in no man's land. Now then, the ball's come loose. Bastoni. That is a brilliant interception. Costa Curta.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Çalhanoğlu, who does have an assist to his name. Zaccagni. Guendouzi. The Fry gets a foot in here. And it's Immobile. Çalhanoğlu. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vecino. Hila. Vecino. Dia. Castellanos. And he's had it nicked away. Dybala. Luis Alberto. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Just a quarter of an hour to play. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Narosic. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Çalhanoğlu does well to get it back. Dybala. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vecino.
Lazio really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Çalhanoğlu. Luis Alberto. Shot a goal! And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Numero 34, numero 10, numero 77. Lasciano il campo per il numero 7, il numero 4, il numero 20.
Barella wins the duel this time. Castellanos. Baresi.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
To Barella. Costa Curta. And there goes the final whistle. Lazio suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. The Lazio fans are out in force. The atmosphere crackling, passions are high. How could this not be inspiring for all those down there in light blue? Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Interesting ball. Now here's the delivery. Keeper's dealt with that. Had a shot. And it's been given away. And he's following up. Goal, Milan! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Peter, that was just a defensive act of generosity that was always going to have a painful ending.
Lazio finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And that's definitely not his best. And he thumps it clear. It's a pretty loose pass.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Tomori clears. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's gone forward. Couldn't squeeze it through. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Zaccagni.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
Oh, shooting chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Lazio just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
And he was quick to react. Kyle Walker. And now they can clear their lines. Zaccagni. Guendouzi. Goal! Offside.
Well, obviously some sections of the crowd would disagree, but that was the right decision, albeit a late one.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Lazio are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Now the ball's gone astray, and it's Vecino. Dia! And he's gone looking for safety. Out again for a throw-in. Zaccagni. Another throw-in. And that should get the job done.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank.
Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. An uncompromising challenge.
Lazio clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route.
Castellanos clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Well, the defence have two choices: deal with the man or deal with the space.
That's really well manoeuvred. No, again there's no way through. 15 minutes till half-time. Zaccagni. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Quick look, then... Oh, what a climb! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Lazio with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Zaccagni with the short one. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Zaccagni. And they've got rid. Rafael Leao. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's been shifted off it. And he's managed to get rid. Castellanos. Rafael Leao. Joao Felix. Fofana looking understandably energised after his goal. Marusic. Dia. He can run onto that. He's shifting through the gears here. And the shot!
Ci sarà un minuto di
Pulisic.
recupero.
And it's played forward. And no, that was never going to make it. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we are already promptly back underway.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Drilled in low. Fofana. Dia. That is good alertness. Xiao. Reinders. Hernandez. And Reinders. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. Fofana. And it's Walker. And that interception was most necessary. And now the hit! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Lazio still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Oh, a delicate chip through. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Castellanos! No, poor contact. Nothing on the shot.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Spread neatly. Defending of the desperate variety.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Abraham! Now the finish! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Fofana is there, and he can pick it up. That's a nicely weighted pass. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Done delicately.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Vecino. Dia! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Lazio really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Ciao. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Castellanos! And one more try!
Lazio simply cannot let their heads drop. They need their big characters now to keep them going.
It's a mighty effort! Should have equalised.
Ah, that could prove a pivotal moment in this match. They needed that goal badly, you know.
And he's intervened well there.
That was lovely, that.
And he's searching through. Oh, what a ball! Shot a goal! It's in! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 77.
Lazio choosing to make the first change. Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Heads it! And the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Back into the middle. And that's gone loose. In with a header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Cleared without hesitation. It could be in here. Reinders. Fofana. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And that will be the final act. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent. And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. The Lazio fans are out in force, the atmosphere crackling, passions are high. How could this not be inspiring for all those down there in light blue? We have already started here. Moved on forwards, and he stands tall, impenetrable. Rustic. Marusic producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Now it's Del Piero.
It's going to be a real pleasure to see the mercurial Alessandro Del Piero.
Genuine legend of the Italian game.
Yeah, the Del Piero zone was named after his trademark move of drifting out wide before easing inside to aim at the far post, and he can play in any advanced position.
Oh, that's clever. Costa Curta. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. And it's Ribery. Evair. Evair! Goal!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Lazio are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Guendouzi. Nuno Tavares. Now Romagnoli. Quarter of an hour played. Vecino.
Lazio really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And that is a little undercooked. Hernandez. Rustic.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Dia. And he's had it nicked away. But that has not gone well. Castellanos. Nuno Tavares. That's a shade optimistic. Now that's well seen too. Strong running down that left flank. And he's been shifted off it. Marusic. That's a good run down the left. Rustic. And it's Ribery. Salernitana looking to pass their way through. Guendouzi to Marusic. Dia. Marusic is in a really good position out wide. And he welcomes him. Dia! Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Fiddles it through. Chance! Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Guendouzi cuts it out.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And he's picked out the run. Oh, that's a fine interception. Oh, this looks sharp. Gigo was in no mood for any of that.
Dia.
Marusic. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Krustic. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Dia. Xiao gets a foot in here. Evair.
Might want to be careful there.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Decent hit! And he hits the net! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Salernitana are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
That's a decent clearance.
Lazio making a fresh attempt to release someone in behind from back to front, and this is something different.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Gendouzi. Spread neatly. Well timed, excellent interception. Ribery. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
No way through there.
80.314 spettatori.
Hernandez. Dia. And it's Del Piero. Husai.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Husai. Marusic looking to run onto it. It is a corner. Lazio with the corner, they're first. And it's been taken short. Salernitana are looking to go forward now. He won't be happy with that one. Zaccagni! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Costa Curta. Duda. Duda. Nicely weighted ball. He's picked his way through. And the shots! And more, and more, and more! And surely that settles it! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
He's had a hit! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Hernandez. Krustic. Now it's Del Piero. Half an hour gone in the second half. Marusic. Can he latch on to this? And Husai. Can he get onto this? Big header! Just needed better contact.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Evair. Nicely spread. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Nuno Tavares. Zaccagni. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. He gets big! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper. Gigo gets over and intercepts. Dia. Hernandez promptly onto that, and that is that. 5 minutes left on the clock. Guendouzi. And it's Vecino. Del Piero. Played back. This might spell danger. Guendouzi. Castellanos. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's shifting through the gears here.
Il quarto uomo indica 2
Well
minuti di
played.
recupero.
Kept cool and dealt with it. Time added on will be 2 minutes. He's got tall. And that is the last effort of the game. Lazio are beaten and they are out. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, what can I say, Peter? It seemed like the enormity of the task got the better of the players, and they never really got going. I know it can happen to even the best of us, but that doesn't take away from the fact that this was a painful watch, very painful.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Kosunu gets across to intercept that. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I think Scamacca's first objective here, Peter, is to dominate the opposition defence. And being 6'5", that certainly helps his cause. If he's able to get his way and can become the focal point of the attack and the main source of what they're bringing forward, then he could well turn out to be the match winner.
Okay, interesting. Goes in for the header! Goal! Atalanta! What a great header, got plenty on that.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Atalanta have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Yeah, although that first goal is a welcome boost, they can't afford to ease off now. To do that with
Thuram! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Belanova. Scamacca delivering the goods as expected.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
There's the hit! Oh, taken with style! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Scalvini. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Zappacosta. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Atalanta clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Costa Curta deals with that comfortably. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Retegi. Oh, super hits one! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Zappacosta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. He's played him through. Now the finish! Decent enough try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Belanova. Hullet. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great.
He's got the shot away! No mistake! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit. Atalanta are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side. Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Kolasinac calmly anticipates. Now Maldini. De Roon. Maldini. Oh, that's an inviting ball. And they've got rid. And they're back on the ball again. Up he goes! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Thuram. He can run onto that. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That's a lovely, neat pass. Retegi. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Maldini. Terrific header! It's a goal! It's level again! What a match we have!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
A great delivery and a finish to match.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Costa Curta. Oh, that's nice. Nice interception, well timed.
Il quarto uomo indica
Tries a shot! It's there! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of goal. What a display, what a player.
Well, he's tried one! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And here's Thuram. Now it's Fofana. Has a go! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Not the best distribution from the keeper. That's gone loose. Retegi. And it's Kolasinac. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Zappacosta. Bellanova. Atalanta really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Pullet gets into some space. Out of play for a throw.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 9, numero 15, numero 11, numero 13, numero 10. Ribery. Lasciano il campo per il numero 18, il numero 12, il numero 16, il numero 8, il numero 17.
Now there's a fine ball. Decent hit!
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, the work rate to win the ball back was fantastic, and it set up the opportunity. That's great.